What up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Elder Dragons Comics and Collectibles. And this week, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I went a little crazy with the pickups this week, but it's all right because we're gonna start off with our top 5 comics of last week. Which for me, I'm gonna throw in an honorable mention right now, and the honorable mention is gonna be a book that I thought was good but not worthy enough to be in my top 5 going forward. So my honorable mention for last week was Dead Man, issue 1. As someone who already knows a lot about Dead Man, I did not need all the disposition. There was like 4 or 5 pages in this book dedicated to just explaining who Dead Man was. Perfect for new readers, 100%. Perfect for new readers. I'm not going to argue that point. But in the long run, I did not like it because of that. I think it could have been served a lot better, giving me the story, introducing me to more of the villain, which I think is a vampire in this one. Because god damn, that guy looks ugly and scary as fuck. But besides the point, yeah, Dead Man issue 1, definitely my honorable mention. I love Dead Man and I wish they would have done a little bit better. That's all I'm saying. But now we're in the top 5 of last week. And with this top 5, we're going to start with Event Horizon issue 2. This is still Dead Space in freaking comic book form in my book. And I just found out that it's a prequel to the Event Horizon series. Did not know that. But now I want to get into the Event Horizon series so bad, and I'm going to be hunting all those single issues. But besides the point, great issue. Introduces you to more of the backstory between the main villain and the girl who is causing all this to go down. Which apparently he tried to kill her when he was younger, and then somehow when she got older, she's like, oh, he's probably changed. Even though he tried to kill me when I was a kid. And marries the guy. The guy didn't even love her. He just married her for the fucks of it. Just so he can use her for this very thing. Yeah. Yeah. But hands down, I'm still enjoying the series despite all that. I definitely want more action in it. And hopefully in issue 3 we get that though. But 100%, really fun book. And it's in my number 5. For my number 4, surprised because I didn't pick up any issues of this beforehand, but it was Spawn issue 763. 376. Got the numbers completely mixed up there. But besides the point, it's a fun book. It's just telling you about the aftermath, where it picked off after the last issue, where Todd McFarlane decided to hop off creative lead of the series and pass it over to, what was his name? I can't remember, but the team's right there. I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but yeah. For my first Spawn book in a while, I enjoyed it, despite Spawn not being in it most of the time. So yeah, Spawn issue set 376. It's gonna confuse me. And shout out to Todd on that one, because he said he would never reboot Spawn. So we're just gonna get the same saga going forward. So it's gonna follow all the continuity. It's not going to have to worry about all the stuff that DC and Marvel worry about, where they're rebooting everything and what's going to go where is it going to go, etc., etc. Just fun. But for number 4, it is number 4. Number 3 is Batman issue 10. I love the new Bat Signal, and I love when Catwoman shows up in this book. And you're just seeing Bruce and Selena stare each other down for a cool minute. And then both of them just like, I don't want to deal with this. And just walk and just fucking go away from each other. Yeah, there's a lot of tension between them. And I hope in a future issue, we get more of it. Because I'm still a fan of the Bat and the Cat. I bought the freaking badass cover because I'm a big fan of the Bat and the Cat romance. But can't wait for more. I'm actually enjoying Matt Fraction's run right now. Jimenez on the art is freaking dope. I still think he should be on a Nightwing book, and the artist of that Nightwing book should be on Batman. But that's just me. Let me know what you guys think of that. But yeah, number 3 is freaking Batman, issue 10. Number 2. And God, this book was so much fun to read. Number 2, it is Only the Savage Are Left, issue 1. The premise of this book is there was an infection that comes to the world, and it turns anyone who is infected into monsters. The caveat is that they found out that to survive and become uninfected, you have to kill someone who's infected or has already turned into a monster. And of course, everyone's survival instincts kicked in, and they go killing everyone. So everyone who's infected is just going off killing people like crazy, and that led to like the downfall of civilization, where now this main character is freaking locked away in a freaking camp, so enclosed, keeping all the monsters and infected out, and only certain people can come in at a time, and they have to be checkpointed in. You know what you expect from an actual zombie survival book. Like you would think everyone's getting checked, no exceptions. Fuck off. If you don't like it, leave. But yeah, and there's a romance between us because this guy, before the world went to shit, was in love with a girl, and that girl is the one that comes to the freaking to the freaking camp and gets let in because he recognized her. They went through the checks and everything and blah blah blah, but it was a romance that happened before the world went to shit, so he was clinging onto it, and her father is infected still. So now she has to go and find a medicine and he has to kill an infected, I believe, 100%. Yeah, he has to kill an infected, and she needs to go find antibiotics to save her dad's life. He leaves, but before she leaves, she calls him a bitch for just staying there. And of course, when your girl calls you a bitch, you gotta go handle shit. So he leaves, gets infected, and that's where this book left off. And I'm highly waiting on issue freaking 2 because this is so much fun. If you haven't picked this up, definitely pick this up. And a later date, I should be getting the cover that I actually wanted, which was the cover B. Just at my local LCS, ordered it, and it didn't get there. It'll probably get there sometime this week, probably like tomorrow or the day after that. But now we're on to number 1. And my number 1 book of the week, The Devil in the Herd. How could I not put this at number 1? It was a crowdfunded one-shot, and it's so much fun. The general premise is you follow the main character, Jedediah, who is a terrible person. And you find out throughout the course of this book why the devil himself pays a visit to this motherfucker. Earned it. 110%. But you know what? Why am I even spoiling it? It's been a week already. If you picked it up, you picked it up. That's the actual devil. This guy is a freaking sinner. And the devil's premise is the sinners are mine to do with what I please. So why am I going to let you roam Earth comfortably and not have you suffer for what you've done on Earth as what I'm going to do to you in hell? So this guy freaking gets it. He fucking killed some whores and his own kids and gets everything he deserves for that shit. 100%. I love this way the devil is, because he's like, I'm not waiting for you to come to me. I'm going to come to you, and I'm going to beat that ass. And he does just that. And that's what I love about this book. So goddamn fun. But those are my top 5 books of the week for last week. And we're about to get into this freaking stack over here of pickups for this week, because I picked up a couple variants on top of all the books that I wanted to read. But you know, a lot of books. Let's just get into it. All right, let's get into this stack, which is, we're starting off with the hottest book of the week. We all know what it is. Absolute Catwoman, issue 1. I didn't buy just 1 copy. I bought 2 copies of A, and then I got 1 cover of the C. I mean, look at that. And I got 1 of the David Nakayama. Hands down, like, I think I've just loved David Nakayama's work, so I'm gonna start collecting his covers. And the best part is I started collecting them at the opportune time, because next week we got Absolute Batman with a connecting David Nakayama cover for Absolute for Absolute Superman and Absolute Wonder Woman. Yes, peek. For my next book, Barbara Gordon Breakout issue 2. I just had to. It's a 4 or 5 issue miniseries, so I'm gonna pick them all up just so I can keep up to date on what's going on between Batman and this one. And of course, I'm only picking up Poison Ivy because of the Bad Seed crossover event. But I think the book that I'm most excited to read this week, Firestorm, issue 3. Well, Fury of Firestorm, issue 3. The first 2 issues have been phenomenal. And this one, I'm hoping continues that trend. Because if you didn't know, this was a 7-issue miniseries, but they just bumped it up to a 10. So, hell yes. I am so happy for that one. This one, I picked it up just for the artwork. And the fact that this started coming out in 2023 and it just finished right now and it was just a 4-issue miniseries is crazy. But Batman Gargoyles of Gotham, number 4, and look at that cover. That looks sick. Like, whoever did this is like comparable to My Goat, which is freaking Gabriel Delato. So 100% fun. And another fun book that I picked up, freaking number 5 of Bleeding Hearts. What can I say? I've enjoyed the series so far. I freaking read all 4 last of the issues in like one sitting. And the fact that I now have to wait for 5, 6, 7, and however long this series is killing me because I love it. It's so much fun. But if you're a fan of dinosaurs, you're going to definitely love this next book, which is Tankers versus Ancient Aliens. They're basically going up against dinosaurs. I can't say enough good things. I mean, look, it's a freaking dinosaur skull. Can't wait for Absolutely Ridiculous is right. I can't wait for this. This is probably gonna be the 3rd book I read, so I'm definitely looking forward to that one. For the next one, we got Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 19. I love the Turtles. Turtles are freaking awesome. Leonardo. Here's a funny story. Raph was my favorite for most of my life, and then as we get older, Leonardo became my favorite. So that's just fun. I think that's really cool that as we get older, our tastes change, and my favorite turtle changed. And I can't wait to read this. Like, honestly, I've avoided watching videos on the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles as much as possible because I just want to read them. But my funny book of the week, Dork, issue 5. I've loved this series so far. I will continue to love this series. It's just so much fun. I didn't just buy this one. I also bought the D-Dubs freaking variant, cover B, because it has a dragon. And this is the Elder Dragons Comics and Collectibles YouTube channel. It just makes sense for me to buy the freaking dragon. I mean, look at that. That thing looks ugly and sick. God, I can't wait to read this. And this is a time that I decided not to go for the freaking A cover on this book because I just said screw it. I don't care about the A covers. And they made so many covers of this, I could care less. But I went for the Eric Canetti Ben 10 issue 2 variant. And I liked the art on this so much that I went for the Virgin cover as well. Look at that. That thing is nice. Definitely worth it for me. I love Eric Canetti's artwork. I got into him with freaking, what's it called? The Absolute Batman 17 and 18, which if you guys didn't know, he was the lead artist on those issues and the cover artist because Dragotta was taking a quick little break for a couple months because he was getting burnt out. But yeah, Ben 10, Eric Canetti covers. Can't wait to read this, and I'm hoping they start deviating from the show because it's cool when you do it the first issue and just follow the show. He gets the freaking Omnitrix, then he loses his shit. But now I want to see it divert and become its own thing. Because the best part about it being a comic book now is that it can get adult and not have to worry about freaking just appealing to the kid audience and making sure parents don't freaking lose their shit. This is a comic book. They can do more adult themed shit, and I can't wait. Now for the Marvel books this week, and we all know the one Marvel book that everyone wanted to pick up this week is Armageddon, issue 1. Can't wait to see what Red Hulk is going through because I heard he's going on a tear. And after this run, Chip Zdarsky and I think it was can't remember for the life of me, but Chip Zdarsky says, because they already released a story about what they're going to do after this, the surviving Avengers are going to be the Avengers of the next one. So I'm expecting Avengers to die in this series. Can't wait to see who. because goddamn, that's going to be fun. But let's see what Red Hulk does, because he's going crazy. Alias, issue 4. If you aren't reading Jessica Jones, I don't know what you're missing. It's so much fun. It's really good. I've read her original run, and this is just giving me more of that, because I love detective books when they're thinking about what they're doing, when they're telling us of what they're thinking, going through the process of how they're freaking coming down to their conclusions. I love it. And this gives me all of it. Last issue didn't give me that much because it was Typhoid Mary and freaking Jessica kind of just going at it, which is fun. I'm not gonna lie, that was pretty freaking fun. But now I want them to get back to the detective part, because I want to know how she's gonna solve the case of the letter master, or whatever the hell his name is. Can't remember for the life of me. But yeah, boom. And the hot book that everyone somehow really liked, Daredevil. It actually surprised me. I'm surprised Stephanie Phillips and the artist, what's his name, Phillips and Gilbert are freaking doing phenomenal work on this book. And plus, you got Spooderman. Everyone loves Spooderman. But besides that point, can't wait for more. Spider-Man's awesome. This run has been freaking insane so far, and I can't wait for more. Like, the fact that this book went from is so popular is insane. Not just because of the blind bags, because everyone hated the freaking blind. Those fucking blind bags. Ben 10 is doing blind bags, and because of that, I'm not buying any blind bags. Because if they're gonna give me a fucking blank cover in the fucking blind bags, you got me. I'm not gonna say it, but you guys know what I'm about to say. I already said twice. Daredevil, issue 3. So much fun. Can't wait for more. But my last book of the week, Maul, Shadow of Maul, issue 4. I only picked up one cover because I'm not gonna collect the series anymore. I'm cool with it. It is what it is. But I'm gonna read it, and then I'm gonna give it to my friend Logie. I know you're watching this video. Love you, and this is gonna be for you. After I'm reading it, though. Fuck you. Because you're not going to pay me back anyways. But besides the point. Yep, there you go, guys. Those are my pickups for the week. Let me know what you guys think. I definitely encourage you guys, if you guys can find an issue of this, to read it for yourselves, because it's so much fun. And I love seeing this motherfucker get what he deserves. But yeah, that's it for me, guys. Like, share, comment, subscribe, do all the things. Appreciate you. Catch you on the next one. Peace.